グリザイアの果実。
Bonjour watcher, this is Johnny Banger 45 and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. In the last episode, yeah, we have played a lot. Now we're going to continue.
続きからよ。
Last episode I believe is this one, yeah, where
まあさっちんなら別にいいか。
seriously?
マキちゃんはパン屋さんのお仕事はもういいの？
Oh, look at you blatantly changing the subject.
どうして風見さんはいつもそうやって言わなくていいことを気軽にポンポンポンポンと口にしますか？マキちゃんがサッチンとなら浮気してもいいと言っているのですから、おとなしく浮気しておけばいいじゃないですか、私と。
Let us mess around together.
キスと本番は NG な。
What the hell are you saying? Don't say stuff like that to Sachi, she'll take it seriously. What are you going to do if I wake up tomorrow morning to find a girl sitting on her heels at my bedside with a box of tissues in her lap?
あ、そうか。アマネの仕事が一つ減っちゃうな。
That's not the issue here, okay? For one thing, Amane is quite that convenient a woman.
風見さんがお望みでしたら、私は別に。
Okay, stop squirming around and blushing. Don't take her stupid jokes seriously, alright? I have my hand full with Amane. I'll pass on any more sluts in my life.
私がなんだって？
Uh-oh. Oh, if it's Amane, what a coincidence. I was just mentioning how I don't need other women with you around.
まあなんか都合のいいように話をねじ曲げているような気がしないでもないけど、まあいいわ。
You finished up with the children's events already?
一応手伝いは全部終わったかな。そっちは？
Sachi and I helped get the venue set up. Went pretty smoothly.
私も午前中の分は終わらしたし、午後の人と交代したからお仕事は終わりなのよさ。そっか、じゃあ一旦寮に帰ってお風呂に入ったら浴衣に着替えよっか。
Oh.
浴衣プレーな。例年のようにお代官様ごっこしながら着替えようぜ。
Damn, sounds like fun. Let me pull on your sashes too.
皆さん和気あいあいのところでこんなことを聞くと少しあれなのですが、みちる様は今どこで何を？あ、そうか、みちるのことすっかり忘れてたわ。
Come to think of it, the bottom blonde is around. What's the deal?
いやー、みちるが手伝いに来てくれて大助かりよ。あの子、お菓子を配るたびに勘違いしないでよねって言うもんだから、子供たちに大受けでさ。やっぱツンデレってブームなのかしらね。すっかり子供に気に入られたみたいでさ。子供に「みちる」って呼ばれるたびに「ちょっと気安く呼び捨てにしないでくれる？私は別にあんたの彼女になったわけじゃないんだからね」って言うもんだから、もうウケるウケる。でまあ調子に乗ったみちるは金魚すくいの屋台をやりながら、何を思ったのか金魚の着ぐるみを着て創作ダンスまで踊ったもんだから熱中症になってね。今は水を張った子供用プールに体を沈めて電解質溶液をガブガブ飲まされてるはずよ。それって大変じゃないですか。チルチルはやっぱあれな、おつむの具合がちょっと残念な感じな。
The scene flashes before my eyes. Michiru stretched out lippily in a giant goldfish costume half submerged in a plastic kiddie pool. Kids dumping water over her head using plastic pails. I feel like this might actually have a seat surreal and look back around to become something of a pleasant later image.
私ちょっと様子を見に行ってきます。みちる様はどこに？神社の脇の児童館の場所わかる？そこの広場で金魚すくいやってる横の木陰にいると思うよ。わかりました。それじゃあ私失礼します。サッチンは心配性な。
Maybe she just wants to watch Michiru floppy around weekly. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself.
弱ってるチルチルに頭から水かけて遊ぶのな。私もそれはちょっと興味あるのよさ。アブアブ言ってるチルチル見てゲラゲラ笑うの楽しそうなのよ。
お前ら鬼か。
What? You're not coming along? Too bad. Guess we have to go by ourselves, Makina.
行こうぜ。パパ、途中で折れるアイス買って半分こしよう。
Very well. Guess I'll buy Michiru Sasachi-san while I'm at it.
あ、ちょっと私を置いてく気？待ってよ、私も行くから。
We conclude our slightly hectic afternoon by retrieving Michiru's. As expected, she truthfully transformed into a water toy by the local children. Then we temporarily return to the dorm to ready ourselves for the festival proper. Festival time! Festival time! At the first hint of twilight begins to creep into the sky. The squawking of birds returning to their nests fills the air. The sun abruptly washed out by the rapid popping of the fire-stage thunder firework, reminiscent of a bursting mortar shell. A notification that everything's gone off as planned, marking the official beginning of the festival.
パパ、見て見て。
Kawaii! Kawaii! Oh, Japanese clothes really does suit a stuffy little barrel like you, don't they?
それは褒めてんのか？
Here, let me get a better look. Hey, you got this thing on pretty well, don't you? Did Amane put it on you?
マキナの場合は作り帯だから手間はかかんないのよ。
Oh! Amane-chan, very beautiful, very beautiful. I can't believe my eyes. Oh, does that mean your chest is the real deal, Amane?
そりゃそうでしょう。私の地元じゃ作り帯が許されるのは小学生までよ。中学生になってまだ作り帯なんか巻いてたら笑われちゃうっての。
おう、私のプライドはズタズタだな。
あんたはいいのよ。身長的にも体型的にもそれが一番似合ってんだから。だいたいあんたすぐに着崩しちゃうでしょうが、クシュクシュ帯で上等よ。
まあいいのよさ。この方が脱がせやすいしな。それにアマネーは下にパンツ履いてるし、腹にはタオル巻いてっけど、私はノーパンなのよ。これも一つのアドバンテージなのよさ。
I'm going totally commando. Sorry, what exactly are you supposed to be competing here?
とにかくだ。祭りといっても何を祀っているのか宗教的な背景を一切気に留めようともしない私だけれど、祭りを存分に楽しもうとしている姿勢や意気込みだけは感じるな。
I don't really get it, but you certainly do seem pretty fired up.
マキナ、あんたその金魚柄の浴衣、私に対する嫌がらせ。
Oh yeah, I just realized. Golden fish pet on the yukata, yeah, I just realized.
おー、チルチル、金魚酔いはもういいの？
金魚酔いじゃないわよ、熱中症よ。っていうか金魚はもううんざりよ。
この金魚柄はアマネが選んでくれたのよさ。
ほら見てって、マキナの飾り帯、琉金の尻尾みたいになっててふわふわしてんの。これ可愛くない？
In combination with those pigtail spoiler and the cylindrical design of the cloth, it kind of resembles a vectoring muzzle. No doubt it will be prove useful for precision maneuvering in a zero-G grav environment. Still the male soul.
あたしゃ可愛いかって聞いてんだぞ。
I see you look cute, Makina.
そかな。
Yours look great as well, Amane. I'm honestly impressed.
ありがとう。
Why are you blushing all of a sudden? And as for you, Michiru, the usual outfit I see.
なによ、私だって浴衣ぐらい着たことあるわよ。今日はたまたま着てないだけで。着ればいいの？着ればいいんでしょ。
Lucky. I wasn't really telling you to put one on. Just saying.
それより他の子たちは？
I want to see Sakaki-chan.
ユミちゃんならちょっと前に浴衣着て出て行ったのよ。
What?
なんかよくわかんないけど、地元のお偉方が集まるテントでお酒のお酌をするんだって。すんげえ苦々しい顔して出て行ったけど、あんな顔した女に継がれても酒がまずくなるだけじゃね？
She might be listening.
せっかくのお祭りだってのに榊さんも苦労が絶えないわね。
Yumiko-chan.
まあそういう家柄なんだし諦めろって話なのよさ。
Where is Sachi?
なんで私を見るのよ。いやまあ私が知ってるんだけどさ。サチなら誰もいなくなるからって寮の戸締まりをして回ってるわよ。と噂をすれば小峰幸登場ですよ。
Same old man uniform, huh? One day I was a little curious to see how Sachi's pulled off a yukata, but I guess I should have known better.
何をおっしゃいますか風見さん。これは一見すればただのメイド服に見えますが、亜熱帯のジャングルでの活動を視野に入れて開発された防書に優れた火器略装で。
No, it's fine. You don't have to say the whole thing. I give up. Go wandering out to Saipan or Gandalakana or whatever.
そんじゃあとりあえずみんな揃ったことだしお祭りに繰り出しますか。
Let's go. Going like a town of troopers leaping out of plane, Makina slips into her Geda sandals and bursts out of the door, crashing noisily with every step.
ほらもう走ると転ぶわよ。
Amane hastens after Makina, a wide smile on her face, and the rest of us follow her lead. Maybe the primitive rhymes of drums and flutes naturally stirs up the human heart. The shopping district now transformed into the venue for a festival. It crowded with unusually lively people.
だから夏祭りだって言ってんでしょが、なんであんたはいつもそうやって言葉がテレコになるかな。あ、ねえねえあれ何？もうこらだから走るなっつの。どこ行くのよ。
これ何？
アルバイト始めたりで少しは大人になったのかと思えば、所詮はマキナ、まだまだ子供よね。そうおっしゃられるみちる様は大人なのでしょうか。まあ何をもって大人とするかなんて、それこそ人によって尺度も違うだろうけど、少なくとも私は祭りの夜店ごときで前後不覚になるほどテンション上がったりはしないわね。
Well, it's definitely be a little weird if you start running around shirking with Makina, but that's a little thing has justification for this whole big sister act.
みちる様における大人の基準の低さが伺われる発言ですね。ほんだ、その程度の挑発で激高するほど子供じゃないわよーだ。これは成長なされましたね、みちる様。午前中に子供と一緒にキャッキャ言いながら出汁を引いていた方とは思えない発言です。
You mean Sachi?
ほんの数時間でよくぞそこまでご成長なされました。まるで別人のようです。この小峰幸、感服いたしました。そんなことないわよ。私を。ねえねえユージ、ちょっといい？これ知ってる？
You bet. Looks like apricot candy. What about it?
これってさ、どう見てもスモモなんだけど、なんでアンザンメっていうの
？Why? I don't have a clue. Why don't you try asking the guy in the stall?
なんかよくわかんないけど、そういうもんだよお嬢ちゃんって言われた。
I guess that's just how it is then. Why are you so curious about this all of a sudden? Anyway.
いやさ、マキナになんでさって聞かれて、私も答えられなくて。
I see where I will look up later and let you know. Speaking of Makina, wasn't she with you? Where did she go?
あ、いない。あの子またちょろちょろと一人で。マキナー！
Honestly, for someone who's supposed to afraid of strangers, She's really adventurous.
マキちゃん、いなくなっちゃったんですか？
Nothing to worry about. I'll track her down in no time. You just enjoy the festival.
そうそう、大人は優雅にパラソルの下でかき氷でもフラッペでもいただくのが祭りの風流ってものよ。
今なんで言い直したんですか？
Come on, are you really going to point that out? Have a little pity.
つまりかき氷をフラッペと呼ぶのが大人なのですね、みちる様の中では。
そうよ。なんか文句ある？
文句はありませんが、ではかき氷を食べる人を英語で言うと？
英語？かきゴーラ？
それはかき氷の末尾に ER をつけただけですし、そもそもかき氷は英語じゃないです。これはまたすごい英語力の大人もいたものですね。小峰幸、また一つ見識が広がった思いです。
うるさいわね。かき氷はかき氷でしょが。フラッペロンとかどうでもいいのよ。
はいはい、それじゃあ向こうのパラソルの下で楽しくフラッペロンでも食べましょうね。みちる様は何味がよろしいですか？
ムッキー、子供扱いしてんじゃないわよ。メロン味がいいに決まってるでしょうが。
はいはい、メロンメロン、行きましょうね。
Hey now! Someone watching these two lately makes me think of a middle-aged man who walks up to the counter at the electronics stores and vaguely demands a cell phone in an almost angry tone of voice. And the waitress sales clothes who gently handles the situation with a tolerant smile on her face. In the first place, flaperons are an aircraft control surface that functions as both a flap and an aileron, and have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the flaps or ship ice. More importantly, where did Amane-chan go? あれ欲しい。かわいいマキナ。
なに？ぬいぐるみか。取ってあげたいけど、私もあまり得意じゃないのよね。っていうか、あんたあんな気持ち悪いぬいぐるみが欲しいわけ？
きょっちゃら言うな。マグロマンは高級鮮魚なのよ。
いや、意味わかんないし、マグロに手足生やしただけじゃん。やっぱきょっちゃるいけ。
グロッティ。Hey you two, something up.
ユージ、なんかね、マキナがあのきょっちゃるいぬいぐるみが欲しいんだって。
しゃあからきょっちゃるい言うな、ツートンのジェイ。しばくぞボケ。
Dingback. Sorry, can you talk in standard Japanese?
だからマキナがあのマグロが欲しいんだって。
Atuna, Anya points to the shooting gallery booth set out nearby, indicating a specific toy set out on the top of a garish red platform. A striking creepy plush tuna, frozen in the act of carving open its own stomach with a knife, stares back at me with the eyes of a dead fish. Huh, tuna fish man, pretty well made. There's a dead in those eyes.
だろう、あのクオリティがわかるとは、さすが私のパパなのよさ。
私にゃあれの何がいいのかさっぱりわかんないんだけど。
Because you are the mother.
子供のおもちゃをてめえの基準でポンポン捨てちゃう母親にはわかんねえんだって。
私はマキナのおもちゃを捨てたことないわよ。
うわ、忘れてるよこの女。この前私の DSP のソフトゴミと間違えて捨てたじゃんさ。
あれはだってあんな小さいのがゲームソフトだとは思わないじゃん。私の知ってるゲームってのはこうもっと大きいカセットだったもの。ガシャってやつ、ガシャってん。
Amane, you are really old school.
ハマネっていつの時代の生まれだよ。今時ゲームはみんなディスクかカードだぞ。
んなこと言ったって仕方がないじゃないさ。私が最後に遊んだのって小学生の頃だもの。なんかお父さんがバッティングセンターでホームラン出してもらってきたやつ。
Not that I really care, but what are we talking about this tuna fish doll here?
うわ、そうだそうだ、マグロマン取って取って。
だから私はこういうの苦手なんだって。目も悪いからよく見えないし。
Leave it to Yuji.
ユージは？
What about me?
だからほらあれだよ、射的得意？
Shell shooting, huh? To be honest, it's definitely a strength of mine. In fact, you could call me something of a specialist. But
マキナがあれ欲しいんだって。取ってあげてよ。
パパのちょっといいとこ見てみたいのよさ。
showing off would be easy enough, but that's not good, Makina, my friend. Get it to yourself. I will teach you how.
こういう時に頼りになるのが男の子なんじゃないの？
Don't be spoiled. I'm not going to let Makina turn into a woman who just sits around waiting for someone to drop everything she wants into her life. People like that are trash. These the things you want with your own hands. That's the rule of mine.
またルールか。
Alright, Makina, get over here. I will teach you. Hey, Pops, we are going to play around.
ん？兄さん、あんたプロだね。目を見りゃわかる。悪いがじゃあ、プロはお断りだぜ。
Don't go jumping to conclusion there, friend. I'm not playing. This stream is. Assume that's not a problem.
お嬢ちゃんか。ま、いいだろ。
I take out 300 yens from the coin purse in my pocket and slice it across the counters to the old man manning the booth. Can I see the scene? Wow! Okay, this is a nice one. Carnival time. There's effectively no way. Can't ask for a better condition than this. Even a drunk monkey could make this shot. You'll be provided with 5 rounds of ammunition. You have permission to expand the first as a test shot. Use it to get a free feel for your rifle's personality. Keep it in mind that bullets will be paid for through punishment test of your countrymen. 15.56mm sets them back 30 yen. 17.62 350 out of the public purse. Snipers are permitted to waste their bullets. Understood? Ranger! Alright then, as a rule, fresh recruits like you should aim for the chest, not the head. It's a bigger target, and less likely to shift on you suddenly, much easier to hit. See? Very serious. Makina-chan. And Amane look puzzled. When using small rifles without optical augmentation, you have nothing to rely on but your long years of experience and your instinct. But unfortunately, you happen to be completely lacking the former. But then again, you are dealing with a completely static target here. Even an amateur can manage that, and you got an excellent spotter. For now, believe in it. Alright then, here's your first round. Stop into the muscles without leaving any gap. Air will leak up even the smallest crack. Throwing off your trajectory, load your weapon with the greatest possible care. I choose a piece of cock. He happens to be well balanced from the small dish of bullets the booth owner handed me. Then pass it to Makina. The guy said ultimately align the taper end with the muzzle. Crown on her little gun, then carefully pushes it into the face with a sharp squeeze. Very good. Next step, pull the lever back, gently as you care for a woman. Compress the piston and engage the seal. Go for it, Makina-chan. Excellent, now aim your sights towards the enemy. Hold the crew steady in front of the dominant eye and assume a shooting stance. Right shoulder is good, left shoulder is good. Hold on position to fire. Not yet, keep your finger off the trigger. First draw a rough spear on your target with your dominant eye. Once you set your line of fire effectively, from this point on, no respawn will be necessary. When you draw in as much air as your lung can hold, breathe out 80% and hold on to the rest. Now hold your breath. Alright, listen up. From this point, don't worry about aiming, it's pointless. You make your head shake if you try, just visualize that bullet striking home. Because you are going to land this shot. Think of your friends, think of your hometown, think of your country, and when your heart is full to the brim with determination, wear your fingers around the trigger, cool and serene as frosting on a winter night. And fire! Miss!
Oh, jeez!
There's no time to be depressed. You'll figure out the quirks of your gun and ammunition, yes? Now change your sniper spot before they have time to counterattack.
反撃ってなんかすっごい真面目にやってるところ悪いんだけど。
Idiot, what kind of a suicide fool sneaks up behind someone in the middle of the firearms training session?
ああ、はいはい、ごめんよ。もう黙ってるからちゃっちゃと終わらせてよ。
Alright then, Makina, learn your next round. No matter how skilled you may be, I saw that imparting knowledge to others is rarely as easy as you might think. However, Makina possesses both the surprising excellence and their fundamental mental flexibility. Just as importantly, where there's something she doesn't understand, the girls ask for clarification instead of pretending to follow. And above all else, she has a truly passionate desire to improve herself. Teach her the first time she ends up learning the next 10 on her own. This off-the-cuff instruction into fundamentals of marksmanship is no exception. The girl's physical sucking my every word like a sponge as of water. As an instructor, it's a refreshing feeling. But in the end, Makina's equipped with a toy gun completely unreliable range of cock. The first 4 shots sail wide off the mark, leaving her with only final bullet, usually with their insurance, against me capture alive. Last bullets, it all comes down to this one shot. I don't have any more to teach you right now, believing yourself, pull the trigger. Hey! The cock bullet slapped into the tuna fish door in its lower right foot, a kidney shot. I bet if I the soy spin while you're around the platform, and just let it falls out the ledge with a satisfied thump. Well done! Hey, you're not done yet. Show some respect for your target and follow through properly. Stop it until the air in your lungs is completely replaced, maintaining carefully awareness of your surroundings.
はいよ、お嬢ちゃん。おめでとう。
イエーイ！マグロマーケットなのよさ。
ああ、終わった？
Amane, you're unbelievable. Yes, the girl is trying to throw her own hardware. You're paying more attention to eating a hot dog in the most suggestive way possible.
だってなんかお腹空いちゃって。
Don't run your damn tongue around the thing.
見て見てアマネ、私自分でゲットしたのよ。
おお、やるじゃんマキナ。あんたきっと射撃の才能あるよ。
そうかな。
To be certain, you got an eye for it. Well done, Private Irizu. Just the sort of skills I expected for my daughter. If you want a Narashino badge, I'll write you a letter of recommendation.
ありがとうございます、大佐。
Just to be clear, I'm not actually a colonel of anything.
あんたらほんとレンジャーごっこ好きね。つうかこの調子で育てていったらどんな子になるのかしら。少し不安ね。
皆さん大変です。みちる様が。
Welcome to Michiru-sama. Why you so work out? Such is something wrong with Michiru?
どこから説明すれば。
Calm yourself. Start with the one thing you want to say most.
みちる様はバカです。
Yeah, she is an idiot.
それは多分みんなわかってると思うよ。当たり前すぎて今さら誰も口には出さないけれど。
In other words, you are trying to tell us that Michiru has made a completely ass of herself yet again.
いかにも。イカって言えばあっちでイカ焼きそば売ってたのよさ。食べに行かない？
お、いいね。行こうか。
You guys ignoring Sachi-chan right now. Come on, people. At least try to be a little concerned about Michiru. So what exactly happened, Sachi? Explain the when, where, what, and why as concisely as possible.
はい。先ほどそこのかき氷の早食い大会の会場でみちる様が馬車馬のごとき勢いでかき氷を食べましたところ、急に頭を抱えたかと思えばウキューッと意味不明な気勢を発して混沌されました。
Huh, I see. I know suddenly seems plausible enough. Incidentally, human beings really are creatures of constant growth. I am no longer even surprised by that level of eccentric behavior on Michiru's part.
逆に言うとチルチルは全然成長しないのな。あいつあれな、そのうちバカで身を持ち崩すタイプな。
つうかみちるはなんだってそんな大会に参加したのよ。
いえ、その理由もよくわからないんですけど、なんだか急に一流のトップかきゴーラーとして私は誰の挑戦でも受けると理解に苦しむばかりのことを言い出しまして。
In other words, she started acting like a champ on the basis of nothing but her own completely unfounded pride.
みちる様がおっしゃるにはチャンプの中のチャンプ、チャンペストだそうですが、正直私にはみちる様が何を言っているのかさっぱりでして。
You're supposed to be champion.
で、みちるは？
はい、医務室に運ばれまして、急激に冷えた体温を温めるために毛布をかぶって足湯に浸かっておられます。
熱中症の次は冷えすぎか？めんどくせえ女なのよさ。
Come on, no need to be so harsh on the girl. For the moment, why don't we go check up on her? Like how hectic but profound memorable visit to the summer festival roll into the night, where the hour hand moved past night as the bright lights around us began to dim. We made our way back to the door together. Fortunately, Michiru's shift eyes overdose led to nothing more than a dinosaur moderate ice cream headache. After warming up, she was promptly released from the medical tent. It's hard not to grumble about this constant parade of false alarms, but I guess that's sort of Michiru's identity, so it's hard to get that pissed off about it either.
マキナ、部屋に寝かしつけてきたよ。
Oh, Makina already sleep. Yeah, thanks. I guess she didn't give you any trouble?
もうぐっすりよ。マグロマン人形抱いて、よだれでベッタベタにして、ぐひゃぐひゃ言いながら寝てるわ。よっぽど嬉しかったのね。
Makina spent most of the night frolicking around at maximum intensity, but just as the end of the festival was approaching, as if a battery had run out of juice, the girl abruptly dozed off with a choco banana still directly out of her mouth. Of course, that's a common enough occurrence, so nobody was particularly flustered. I hoisted Makina's limp body onto my back, and Amane proceeded to eat the rest of the banana with a great deal of unnecessary slurping and licking. Come to think of it, the way Amane polished off her hard little snack covered in Makina's feet without even hesitating, you think she really was the girl's mother? Or maybe just a glutton to the core?
何？
Nothing. Talking to myself.
そんなことよりさ、見て見て、マキナの持ってた巾着袋から面白いものが出てきたよ。
Interesting.
ほら、七夕の願い事を書いた短冊。
Oh, I'm going to choose a few brightly colored strips of papers from Makina's purse and hands them to me.
それさ、去年私とマキナが京都のおばあちゃんの家に行った時、七夕祭りで書いたやつなんだけどさ。
Once we did, she made 4 separate ones. Greedy kid. It's Makina's we are talking about here. I could see her getting the idea that Tanabata is just Christmas in summer. What with decorate the tree and all. Don't tell me she hung out a whole list of wishes, expecting Tabanana close to make them happy with no effort whatsoever on her part.
まあ、本当は5枚あったんだけど、本当に叶えたい願いは一つだけにしないと効果が薄いよって言ったら、その4枚が残ったのよね。
Huh. I turned over the street of paper in my hand one by one, reading the wishes scrolling across them. If in a mountain or bad, I want to learn to ride a bike. I want a white puppy. I want to play with fireworks. I don't know about this one with the breast, but the others are actually pretty respectable.
ね、何か気づかない？
Like what?
その4つのお願い、白い子犬のお願い以外は他全部あんた叶えてあげてない？
What?
食べきれないパンだって自分で焼けるようになれば決して夢じゃないし、自転車にだってもう乗れるようになってるでしょ。花火だってほら、みんなで海に行った時あんたマキナと一緒にやったでしょ。
Now that you mention it.
でしょ。つうことはだよ、あんたあとはあの子に白い子犬買ってあげればコンプリートじゃない？
Okay, I was curious. What was the last one that she hung out at there? A father. A dog, huh?
お金なら私が半分出してあげるよ。犬を飼う許可も学園長に相談してあげるし。
Well, that's not really.
何？犬嫌いなの？
Not really, but I decided not to own another dog.
あ、ごめん。もしかして子供の頃にペットと死に別れたりした？
Yes, when I was living with my master.
そっか。じゃああんまり無理は言えないね。
Should probably try it and get over there, but I'm not quite there yet. Sorry.
いいよいいよ。そもそもあんまり都合よく願い叶えてあげるのもどうかと思うしね。
By the way, what was Makina's wish this year?
どうしよっかな。教えちゃっていいのかな。
I'm not really trying to force it out on you.
ああ、いやいや、別に隠してるわけじゃないんだけどね。ちなみにさ、去年マキナが笹に吊るした一番のお願いって何だと思う？
No clue, I want hug teeth, maybe?
そうじゃなくて、パパが欲しいってお願いだったのよね。
That's something else.
でしょ？私もさ、その短冊見た時思わず泣いちゃってさ。でもさ、こうしてちゃんと願いが叶って風見裕二ってパパができたんだから、七夕のお願いもそうバカにしたもんじゃないよね。
I guess.
で、これが今年マキナが書いたお願いの短冊。
Wait, why do you have that?
それは書き損じたやつよ。ちゃんと書いたやつはベランダで笹に吊るしてお焚き上げも済ませてあるわよ。
Let's see. The slip of papers I sent for Amane has 4 words crawling unsteadily across it. Stay with Oni-chan forever. I see misspelled forever, huh?
七夕の頃はあんたまだあの子のお兄ちゃんだったからね。
In other words, she wishes to be with me forever.
そういうこと。どう？ちょっと嬉しい？
Well, I guess.
あれ？照れちゃってんの？まあ、かわいいこと。
To be certain, the way Makina's taken to me inspires an awkward variety of happiness. But on the other hand, I find myself bumping right up back against the crucial question: just how long will I really be able to stay with her? Well, I intend to be around for her as much as I can.
うん、そうしてやって。あんたもいろいろな事情があってこの学園に来たんだとは思うけど、せめてこの学園にいる間だけでもさ、あの子のお父さんごっこに付き合ってあげてよ。ね。
Sounds about right. Averting my eyes from a steady gaze, I reflexively glance into the corner of my rose at the black cell phone I carry around work. Part of the baggage I'm still forced to lug around. I'm struck by the sudden urge to snap the damn thing in half. But I'm perfectly aware that smacking a phone is going to break the chains around my neck. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay here. I could be gone tomorrow. But still, as long as I'm in this school, I think I'll do what I can. Some shit is going to happen now? I don't think so. It's too early. And now it's a normal routine. We still haven't go to the dark past yet. Yeah, we're not going to the dark past yet. It was back in the elementary school that I first realized I didn't hate running. This discovery wasn't prompted by anything special. I had no friends back then, so I often spent my afternoons hurling rocks into the nearby river, killing time till my mom got back from her job in the city. No, not the most stimulating activity granted, but we had practically no money and I was a very creative kid. Anyway, early one evening, I was alone at the riverbank. There I found myself playing my usual slightly better than nothing game, hurling flat stones around the surface of the pond to see how many times it was deep. But that day I noticed a man running along the dirt path that followed the course of the river. Well, that's a slightly misleading way to put it. I do actually notice the guy a long time ago, since he ran that route along the river every single day. We never saw much as an exchange of word, but he'd always pass by at exactly the same time, even on raining or blustery days. That was the extent of my connection with the guy. I'm sure he wasn't any more interested in me. At most, he was probably vaguely aware of some weird kid who was always out in the grass throwing rocks into the river. That day, a bit of idle speculation ran through my head. That guy must be an athlete. Otherwise, why would you make yourself miserable by learning every single day? Maybe he was even a pro of some sort. When you're a pro at it, keeping yourself in shape body is just another part of the job, and why would you bother running it if it wasn't your job? I sure couldn't say anything fun about it. When I actually thought about it over, I realized that I didn't ever really go on a long distance run of my own free will. I didn't really have any reason to, and I didn't have particularly interested in trying. Was it a little mess out to decide that I never even tried was horrible? Maybe there was something fun about it that I wasn't aware of yet. It was basically just a win, but it's not like the rock skipping was doing much for me. I started running after school, jogging along with my knapsack on my back. 10 kilometers at first, then 5, and eventually 10. Before long, running all the way to my mom's workplace became my daily routine. At first, I would make it over until after her shift finished, so I usually meet her halfway as she rode home on a side bicycle. Things went on like that for maybe half a year, I guess. Little by little, the distance I covered before meeting my mom grew longer. Eventually, I managed to get her to her workplace before she even left. When she came out that first evening to find me waiting by her bicycle in the parking lot, Mom's eyes went wide with surprise. Bracing me with the words, "You really are a fast runner, Yuji." She glanced down at my big old sneakers, and despite our extremely big family finance, she bought me a new pair of running shoes. In the flush of ecstasy, I realized I actually kind of enjoy running. And I learned that people can't really know something until they experience it. Now that I understood, that man who already passing me by must have some big goal of his own. His running must be his patient, steady way of approaching the objective. I didn't have any evidence, but it feels like the answer. If my sister was here, I could definitely beat her in the race now. That sort of childish self-esteem was probably something I needed back then. You can never truly know something until you try it. That man by the river taught me that lesson. In turn, I went to pass it on to Makina. The idea here would be something like, I don't know, teaching her the joy of music or something. If I had the talent, I do gladly play an instrument or sing for her. But like I mentioned, I'm a little weak in the creative area. And honestly speaking, I do feel more comfortable starting off by introducing her to things that lie within the field of my expertise. And the field of my expertise happens to be... What's the matter, man? You move, I'll get it sloppier and sloppier. Oh, sir. Makina's been tagging along my daily running for several weeks now. And lately she started practicing a little light exercise afterwards as well. Now on my own, that usually just been conventional calisthenics and strength training, but I came to realize that Makina's muscles are significantly underdeveloped for girls her age. Thinking that lack of physical endurance might have something to do with a tendency of not often in the middle of conversation, I started her on static in some interest. Then I worked out to the menu featuring more demanding dynamic exercise. I actually thought it was a very simple sacrifice principle a while ago, but I'm taking this opportunity to pass on some basic martial arts. Starting with the fundamentals, progressing to the specialized techniques and disarming opponents with a knife and such, and finding more aggressive skills. Disclaimer, use this to create yourself an opportunity to run. At first, I wasn't taking the martial arts elements particularly seriously. I do look at the lessons more or less as a substitute for playing around with her. But before I knew it, Makina was moving in a way that could sometimes start to simmer me. You really can't underestimate this one. Shouts from the pit of your stomach, falls in the air out of your lungs, have pushed your brains into a state of tension, increasing your reaction times and the bursting power of your muscle. Makina was following the fundamentals just as I told her, and she generally quickly on the update. Her single largest problem continues to be complete lack of endurance. Overall, the girls come a long way in a short time. You're approaching indefinitely. Keep your movements compact. Don't give your opponents just a chance to counter-attack. With another shout, determination, Makina dances and leaps forwards, expending all her remaining stamina on one powerful tackle. As I raise myself to block, the judge sees the whisper inside a so slight dash of hers again. Where did she even pick this one up? Whatever it came from, she's good at it. The movement managed to surprise me, and that may fit for that measure, but there's that. Not good enough! They rarely shift down while maintaining her momentum was magnificent out to the moment her arms were around my body. My blood gets perfect mark, but sadly her lower body is just too weak to bring me down. The girl's creator doesn't keep her from trying. Her face bright red for assertion. She strains against my waist, raising a fierce battle cry. Since the initiative doesn't mean you have won. Also, brute force is the only way to take down opponent. Timing and balance are what really matters. Make use of everything you can. It's the only way you're ever going to bring your enemy down. I reach down, grabbing every elbow, lightly push my thumb down against the outer nerve. Okay, end the episode here right now, my friend. Thank you for watching my video. My video is just for fun. Don't take heart, brothers and sisters. Finally, Sea of the World 7. Magic word time. Adios and Formosa.